Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, Tackleknowledgechannel. So earlier we have discussed for class 6 funds with magnets. Okay, so this is the chapter of 13. Okay, so let's continue with the chapter magnetic and non-magnetic materials. Okay, magnetic and non-magnetic materials. So in this we are going to see about the activity 2. Let us walk in the footsteps of manganese. Only this time we will change the position of the magnet and the iron. So if we see the activity here, they are saying that footsteps of manganese. Okay, so we are going to observe the footsteps of manganese. Okay, so this time we will be changing the position of the magnet and the iron. Okay, so this is the magnet where the north and south direction. Okay, and then for this we are going to bring this iron nail. It is going to attract in the north side of the magnet. Okay, there will be a magnet at the end of our shapeyard's stick. So shapeyard sticks, for shapeyard stick this magnet will be attached. Okay, so this magnet is going to be attached for the shapeyard stick. We can attach a small magnet to a hockey stick. So we can also attach this magnet to a small hockey stick also, or a walking stick, or a cricket wicket with a tape or some glue. So either with the glue or the tape we can stick the magnet for hockey stick or else walking stick or a cricket wicket. Let us now go out on a manganese walk. So we will be going like a manganese walk. Okay, through the school playground. So through the school playground we are going to walk with that stick which is attached with the magnet. Okay, what does our manganese stick pick up from the school ground? So we have to observe that whether the manganese stick is attracting what is going to attract the manganese stick in the school ground, we have to see. Okay, what about objects in the classroom? So we are going to see some objects in the classroom also. Okay, next, collect various objects of day-to-day use from our surroundings. So we will be collecting various objects of day-to-day from our surroundings. Okay, so whatever the objects which is going to attract the magnet, so we are going to, that various objects are going to be stick to that particular magnet. Okay, this test these with the manganese stick. So we have to test with the manganese stick. You can also take a magnet, touch these objects with it and observe what objects stick to the magnet. So we have to take a magnet and touch the objects with it and observe. We have to observe that the object is sticking to the magnet or not. Okay, so prepare a table in our notebook as shown in the table 13.c. So in 13.1, sorry, table 13.1. So in 13.1 we are going to see, we are going to prepare a table and record our observations. So further we will be seeing about the table 13.1. Look at the last column of table 13.1 and note the objects that are attracted by the magnet. Now make a list of materials from which these objects are made. So is there any material common in all the objects that were attracted by the magnet? So we have to observe whether this magnet is going to attract any object or not. Okay, so we have to find out those objects and we have to make a list of that materials. Okay, so we are going to see that what objects are going to make this possible. Okay, so this is the question here they are asking. Is there any material common in all the objects that were attracted by the magnet? So we have to see whether this material is going to be common with the other objects which are attracting to the magnet or not. Okay, so we are going to see it further. We understand that magnet attracts certain materials whereas some do not get attracted towards magnet. So if we understand that magnet is going to attract certain materials whereas some objects which are not attracting to the magnet, so we are seeing that which are attracting with the magnet, and also we are also observing that which object is not going to attract the magnet by the magnet. Okay, the materials which get attracted towards a magnet are magnetic. So whatever the material is going to be attracted towards the magnet, for example iron, nickel or cobalt. So magnetic materials are iron, nickel and cobalt. These are the examples of magnetic materials. Okay, the materials which are not attracted towards a magnet are non-magnetic. So the materials which are not attracting towards the magnet, we will be calling it as a non-magnetic. Okay, what materials did you find to be a non-magnetic from the table 13.1? So we have to note down all the materials which are non-magnetic. Okay, we have to note down in table 13.1. Is a soil a magnetic or non-magnetic material? We have to find out whether the soil is magnetic or non-magnetic material. Okay, so in this table we will be seeing that find the objects attracted by the magnet. So here we are seeing that what is going to attract to the magnet. Name of the object, we have to write it here, and materials which the object is made of: cloth, plastic, aluminum, wood, glass, iron, any other. Attracted by magnet is stick or magnet, yes or no. So we have to write whether it is attracting or not. Yes means magnet is attracting, no means a magnetic is not attracting. Okay, so if we see the iron ball, it is made up of iron. Okay, so it is going to attract to the magnet. Okay, and if we see the scale, it is made up of plastic, so it does not attract to the magnet, so we will be calling it as a non-magnetic. Okay, so first one is the magnetic material, and second one is the non-magnetic material. Okay, next shoe, leather. So whether it is going to attract or not. So leather also does not attract to the magnet, so we will be calling it as a non-magnetic. Okay, non-magnetic material. Likewise we have to include this table column. Okay, so next, activity 3, rub a magnet in the sand or soil. So we have to rub the magnet in a sand or a soil. Okay, pull out the magnet. So we have to pull out the magnet after rubbing into the soil. So this is the soil and this is the magnet. Okay, and this is the magnet. So we have to rub this in the soil. After rubbing it, we have to pull out this magnet to the outerwards, so we can observe some particles in the soil or soil sticking to the magnet. Okay, after rubbing this magnet to the soil, we are going to observe some particles are coming sticking to this magnet. Okay, are these some particles of sand or soil sticking to the magnet? Yes. Now gently shake the magnet to remove the particles of sand or soil. So we have to gently shake the magnet to remove all these particles of the sand or a soil. Okay, are some particles still sticking to it? So we have to see that these particles are sticking to it or not. Okay, this might be small pieces of iron fillings picked up from the soil. So whatever irons present in the soil, they are going to stick to this magnet. Okay, so in between the sand or the soil, there are some particles which we will be calling it as a small pieces of irons. So these small pieces are present in the soil itself. So whenever we rub this magnet into the soil, those small pieces of irons are picked up from the soil to the magnet. Okay, through such an activity, we can find out whether the soil or sand from a given place contains particles that have iron. So such activity, we can find it out that soil or a sand from a given place contains some particles. So that soil or a sand containing particles. Okay, so these particles we will be calling it as a iron pieces. Okay, pieces of iron. Sand or soil contains a pieces of iron which is going to stick to the magnet. Okay, try this activity near your home. So you can also try take a piece of magnet and try it in a sand or a soil. So you can also observe those particles are sticking to the magnet. Okay, school or places you visit on your holidays. So in your holidays time you can do this activity with the magnet. Okay, does the magnet with iron fillings stick to it? Look like any one of those shown in figure 13.6. So in the figure 13.6 they have shown that the magnet is attracting some iron filling sticking to it. Okay, look like any one of those. Okay, so we will be seeing the figure 13.6. so here you can observe here 13.6 magnet with many iron fillings, and B1 is the few iron fillings and non-iron fillings sticking to it. So if we see that A, so A is many iron fillings are sticking to this region. Okay, so these are the iron fillings which are sticking to both sides. Okay, and in B section we can see few iron fillings are attaching, and the third one is the non-iron fillings. There is no iron fillings sticking to the C. Okay, so this is the difference of the magnet when we rub into the soil. Okay, magnet rubbed in sand, how many iron fillings? So now name of the location, colony and town or city, village, we have to note down here. Okay, did you find iron fillings sticking to the magnet? Many, very few, none. Okay, so we can do this activity with the help of magnet, and we have to fill these columns. Okay, if you fill this table and send it to the Pehle and Bojo, they can compare the amount of iron fillings found in soil from different parts of the country. They can share this information with you. So we have to give this information. We have to fill this information by doing this activity. Okay, so please try it. Okay, next, poles of magnet. We observe that iron fillings, if they are present, stick to a magnet rubber in the soil. So we are next topic, we are going to see the poles of the magnet. In this we will be observing that iron fillings, if they are present, they are going to stick to the magnet which is rubbed in the soil. Okay, did you observe anything special about the way they stick to the magnet? So whether we have seen any special any other special particles which are attracting the magnet or not. Okay, activity 4, spread some iron fillings on a sheet of paper. So we have to spread some iron fillings on a sheet of paper. Now place a bar magnet on this. So we have to place that bar magnet on that sheet. What do you observe? So all the iron fillings are going to attract for that bar magnet. Okay, so we have to place a paper where the iron fillings are placed, and then above this we have to place the magnet. Okay, so this is the magnet. So after placing the magnet, we can observe that all the iron pieces are going to attract to this magnetic bar. Okay, do the iron fillings stick all over the magnet? Yes, they are going to stick to the all over the magnet. Do you observe that more iron fillings get attracted to some parts of the magnet than other? So if we see that magnetic bar is having two directions, okay, north and south, they are going to attract both sides, but we can see that in the north direction itself these iron pieces are going to attract more. Okay, remove the iron fillings sticking to the magnet and repeat the activity. Okay, so if we observe here iron filling sticking to a bar magnet, we can see that north side is more attracting. Okay, this is the south side which is attracting very less. Okay, so this side it is more iron fillings are sticking. Okay, do you observe any change in the pattern with which the iron fillings get attracted by different parts of the magnet? So here the question is, which pattern is attracting by the iron fillings in different parts of the magnet? So this is the question here. You can do this activity using pins or iron nails in place of iron fillings. and also with the magnet of different shapes. So we can do this with iron nails or pins also. Okay. Draw a diagram to show the way iron filling stick to the magnet. Is your drawing similar to that shown in 13.6a? So in 13.6a, in earlier class we have seen that the iron is sticking to the magnet to the both sides. Okay, so we find that the iron fillings are attracted more towards the region close to two ends of the bar magnet. So iron fillings are attracted towards the region close to the two ends of the bar. Okay, poles of a magnet are said to be near this end. So these we will be calling it as a poles of a magnet. Okay, poles of a magnet. So these both sides we will be calling it as a poles of the magnet. Okay, try and bring a few magnets of different shapes to the classroom. So we can try this activity in different shapes with the few magnets. Okay, check for the location of the poles on these magnets using iron filling. So by using iron fillings we can observe the location of the poles of the magnet. Okay, can you now mark the location of poles in the kind of magnet shown in figure 13.4? So in earlier class, in earlier slide we have seen that the figure 13.4 which is the location of poles in the kinds of magnet. Okay, so 13.4 maybe in the earlier class I have taught it. Okay, so if you want that in earlier class I have provided the figure 13.4. okay, so I will be giving it in the description box. You can find it the figure 13.4. okay, so that's all for today's class, friends. If you like my videos, please kindly like, share and subscribe with my channel, Tackleknowledgechannel. Okay, so that's all for today's class. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.